COVID cases spiking back up, and part of that is thanks to a new COVID variant that can reinfect you just weeks after you get it.
And we're talking about the BA.5 variant now. It accounts for more than a quarter of cases in North Carolina, and doctors right now are urging vaccinations and boosters to keep the worst effects away. Well, Queen City News reporter Derek Dellinger had a chance to speak to a doctor on this new variant. So, Derek, how bad could things get?
Well, that potential for reinfection is the big thing, but we also made a point of looking at the COVID numbers. Even though all of our area is in the yellow on cases right now, at least according to the state, it really does not tell the full story. At this point, it may sound like old news, but it's not. COVID cases have been going back up, and part of it is due to a new variant, Omicron BA.5. Something that now accounts for over a quarter of all cases in North Carolina and over a quarter in Mecklenburg County.
The vaccines are still working very well against BA.5 if you've been boosted.
Dr. David Montefiori is a virologist at Duke Health. He's considered one of the experts on the new variant, which is different from the other types of COVID.
We're seeing more cases of breakthrough infections because that first line of defense is not as effective against BA.5 as it was against earlier variants.
What's being seen here is part of a larger issue across the country. Cases are going up. We did some checking with the CDC. In North Carolina right now, there have been more than 16,000 cases in the last week, and the positivity rate is between 20 and 24%. And that positivity rate is the same in South Carolina. Federal authorities say this should not be considered as a way to tell how bad COVID is in your area, but it gives you a sense of how much it is still out there. That may have you wondering about mask mandates. They have already returned in some parts of the country.
What is the point? I'm not going to. I already got sick 3 times, 2 vaccinations and a booster. That's the recommendation.
I mean, I've never really minded wearing a mask, but I feel like if it makes people comfortable, it's fine.
But Dr. Montefiori says the chances of that returning for now are slim, but more boosters may be on the way. It may not keep you from getting it, but it will keep you from suffering the worst effects.
I believe that the variant boost that we'll have in the fall, that the FDA is recommending for the fall, is going to improve that protection even more.
Derek, no real chance of a mask mandate, but what about the booster shots the doctor just mentioned right there?
Yeah, does that mean we're going to have to be getting more shots of this? Because we've been hearing about that for a while.
The answer is basically yes to both questions, at least at this point. If you if it's been more than 6 months since your COVID booster shot, your immunity is already low. You already need to be looking at getting a new one anyway. Other than that, the doctor mentioned those variant-specific ones that'll be coming up in the fall. Again, pending FDA recommendation, there's a good chance that's going to be happening. But as far as those regular shots, there's a good chance that's probably going to be happening. A lot like the flu shot, every year there's another variant, and every variant for COVID, chances are we'll probably have to
hopefully it'll stay as effective. Yeah,
hopefully.
Unlike cold shots or flu shots that
All right,
come out every
Derek.
year. Yeah.
Thank you for that.